Hey everybody, Jeremy with Detroit Tech. Music, right? If you're like me, you're always looking for a way to improve how you listen to music, whether it be like an easier way, just by yelling at Google Home, or better sound, like buying into audiophile headphones or the speaker market. Well, today I have the Beyer Dynamic DT990 Pro headphones, and well, let's just see if they can oust my current daily drivers, the Status Audio OB1s. If you're new to the channel, I evaluate headphones on the 4 Fs: finish, fit, fiscal, and fidelity. So let's start with fiscal. At around $170 to $180, I wouldn't really consider these particularly budget, especially considering you need some actual power to really drive them. They're about twice as expensive as the OB1s that I'm currently using, but honestly, they're really not that expensive in the whole grand scheme of things. So I'd give the fiscal rating a good, not great. And on to finish. The unboxing experience actually left something to be desired. They're really just inside the box, just kind of perched on a folded piece of cardboard. Woohoo. I don't know. The overall aesthetic is actually pretty cool with the actual headphones though. Nicely padded headband can snap right off if you need to replace it. The metal bands for adjustment are actually very sturdy, though the plastic retention spot arm thing doesn't hold them in quite as firmly as I would like. They're a little bit loose. Now, they have these cool wires here just kind of sticking out, giving this cool like Spartan aesthetic. I love the silvery gray ear cups and the bold branding on the outside of the ear cup as well. Really helps you figure out that these are definitely open back cans. And the cable that comes with these is non-detachable, which is a bummer, but is only attached to the left ear cup, which I'm a big fan of. It's a 3-meter cable that is coiled so, people don't really have to deal with a whole mess of like folded cable sitting on the ground or something. The end of it is an 1/8 inch connector, and then it comes with a 1/4 inch adapter. And interestingly, it just seems to be like a spring inside the adapter. It doesn't just kind of slide in and turn. You have to actually put pressure to get the threads to bite. So I have yet to have it loosened too, which is, sweet. Overall, the finish is pretty good. I would like more metal in the headband and a detachable cable though, but like I said, pretty sweet. Fit as well is a very important piece of headphones. Can you actually wear them for a while and not get a giant pressure headache or not have them fall off for no apparent reason at all? The 990 Pro actually have a pretty intense clamping pressure. When I first pulled them out and before I put them on, I was definitely a little bit concerned I wouldn't be able to use them for any length of time in my computer because I definitely intend to game with them. Surprisingly though, the clamping pressure never really got to me. The ear cup padding is thick enough that my ears don't like contact the inside of the grill, and the padding on the headband lets them sit pretty lightly on my head, though I do need to adjust them on occasion, but I just blame that on the weird noggin shape. The plastic pieces I complained about earlier actually do seem to serve a purpose here. The extra movement allows for the ear cups to actually swivel just a bit and fit perfectly, so that's good, I guess. The cups also tilt a little bit to get the fit perfect, but they don't like fold, so this is not good for portability at all. Now the all-important fidelity. These sound awesome and annoying. Let me sum up. First off, these do have an impedance of 250 ohms, so you will definitely need some sort of like extra power amplifier past just the jack in your computer to properly drive these. Overall, they do perform admirably. Going through my notes on everything, the word that kept repeating was detail. These provide metric crap tons of detail in whatever you listen to. Tracks like Eminem's Berserk is a really good example of this. The producer, Rick Rubin, he loves saturation, loves distortion, and you hear every single nuance of it on these. The different varieties, amounts of saturation are very evident. Also, listening to some more classical music from acclaimed cellist Tina Guo, you certainly hear every nuance of the bow sliding across the strings, every little waver of the string, and like all the little horsehairs sliding across. Tons of detail. The stereo separation as well is awesome, allowing me to pinpoint exactly where everything is in the mix. They definitely don't have a flat EQ curve though. There's definitely a little bit of bump in the low end, but it's not boomy by any stretch. It's very controlled and a very tight low end. And anybody knows sloppy low end will kill a pair of headphones or even a whole subwoofer for me. Vocals from Diana Krall's Boy from Ipanema were very immersive, and I felt like I was inside the piano on like a little instrumental section. There is a ton of detail in the high end too, and this is where these can actually really fail with some of the music that I love. I looked around online for a frequency chart and found something actually really interesting. These seem to have a huge boost at 6 kilohertz and right around 12 kilohertz. So first off, why did I look around for this chart in the first place? I was having a hard time listening to the Foo Fighters. I mean, I love the Foo Fighters, but when Dave Grohl sings his S's, the sibilance was just overpowering on these. And anyone who's mixed music before, they know sibilance sits right around that 5 to 8 kilohertz for most people. So why boost it there? It really bums me out. Especially when you have the Massdrop Sennheiser HD6XX for like $200 with such an insane sound profile. Why do the 990s have to be balanced this way? I just don't know. But overall, I really actually do like these headphones. The build quality is definitely German, and by that I mean very top notch. They're comfortable to wear for long periods, and I'm really in love with this whole open back dynamic and this look. Really, there are only 2 reasons I would suggest you may want to look elsewhere for headphones. 1, you need something to drive the pretty big 250 ohm resistance, so that's just extra money. And 2, that weird high-end boost. I just don't get it. I am gonna keep using these instead of my status audios because overall the sound is way better on these. I guess I just need to save up for a pair of the HD650s or maybe the 660Ss. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please let us know in the comments below. If you thought I was too harsh, get it? Harsh. Or too lenient on these, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.